So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down. 185.
They go play action here on 1st down. And right away he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Newton steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Going deep here for Landry. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Do something.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Carr going to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And look at that, a diving catch. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Newton to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
20. Hey.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Later one. 694. Hey, 734. 24.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Down. You're waiting.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Carr again. And his throw here is incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
24. Express. 637.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He is going to find Hill here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
20.
Now it's Newton. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
This is taking you to 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
6:37. 29. 29. Hey, 7:34.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
Down. 180. 24. Hey, 7:34. 29. 29. 637. 637.
They do go for it. It's Carr dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Partner, that is a quarterback no-no right there. He's flushed out to his left, so he's trying to orient his body into a position to make this throw. But by then, he shrunk the field, and he winds up throwing the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now following the interception, here's Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now here comes Kansas City. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
694.
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. From midfield, here's Carr being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot. Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback. And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close. Now Carr. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
734.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Carr to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelce, the intended receiver there. From the end zone, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
24. Low.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
808. Hey, 734.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Go Chief. That's up.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Buying time to his left. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. Now Abdullah, the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know...
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, Carr swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Again, it's Carr. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
734.
Now, Carr again. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. After the run, Newton going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
20. Hey.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Newton. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Cam Newton, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Operating from the gun, Newton flushed out right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
7:34.
Carr now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he...
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Monday, down. You ready? 7:34.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Butker now to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that one results in 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
20.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He may try and run for this. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down. Gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Operating from the gun. Newton dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Hunt. And some room to maneuver. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Carr now on first down. And this one's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and now it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Carr will try it again on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr got his man complete over the middle. It's Meyer. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Down, 180. Hey, 734. 29. 29.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Out to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
24. Hey, 734.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
93.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
734.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Hey, 734.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton steps away to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 89 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. There's the flash of Abdullah. And now running right through it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Well, there's the danger of selling out on 4th and short. So many guys flood the line of scrimmage that you're left very thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. And they took big advantage of it there. Not just picking up a 1st down, but ripping off a huge gain on top of it.
Newton's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D. Ford in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Newton. Forced out to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Newton to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They run. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
We are all